made a donation to the cause and had her.
Good morning. Okay, you guys ready? We're late today. It's already 1:45. So make sure your computer's in mute. We're going to do a quick warm up and then get into these legs. So take a nice big deep breath. Reach your arms nice and long and wide. And now try to pull them back so you feel the shoulder blades start to activate. And then release all the way down into a full forward fold. Let's keep our legs bent because you're just slowly getting some blood flow back there. Take your hands above your knees, come all the way back up, and let's just do the same thing over again. Big deep breath. Arms are nice and wide, and now pull them back. Nice. All the way down to a full forward fold with your legs bent. Should feel good in the top part of the glutes and your lower back. Okay, one more time, reach it up. Sweep your arms up to that nice Y. Push them back. Slow all the way back down. This time we're going to walk out. If you can keep just a little bend in the legs while you walk out to a plank, that would be awesome. Once you're in your plank, we're going to pull through to a down dog. Drive your heels to the floor. Now, little bend in the knees, not much. Walk it back. Come back up, reverse slow swan dive all the way back up. Sweep your arms to the sky. They can get a little closer now. And then all the way back down. One more time. Little steps with the hands, all the way to your plank. Pull through down dog. Enjoy that nice calf stretch here. Should feel really good. Okay, walk it back. Back all the way up. Sweep your arms to the ceiling. And back by your side. We're going to turn and face sideways and take your feet out really wide. So big stance here. Line up your toes in the same line and then push the booty back. Opposite hand touches the outside of the foot and come back up and do the same other side. Make sure you hollow out the belly as you pull your hips back and just go side to side. This is just part of your warm-up. We've got deadlifts, every kind that you could imagine on the agenda today. And then some good arms. Okay, stand up here, keep your feet wide and just squat right, come back up and then left. And again, it's okay if your range of motion is a little bit limited. Like we said, we're just getting this body primed up and ready to go. Butt pulls back. If you feel like it, get even lower. You kind of just want to go where it feels right. Hopefully you've tuned into some of your favorite songs. I know Sue's. Okay, a few more of these because they feel great. Okay, hold it up here in the center. Now squat right. And instead of coming up, just go over to the left. And just keep going side to side. Keep the belly hollowed out. If you want to put your hands down on the floor, you can, but you don't have to. This kind of gets into those inner thighs a little bit. Let's do 4 more. Little balance challenge coming up. You know me and my balance. Come on back up, bring those feet together. So pick up your right foot and sweep the left arm up. Nice. Now, push the foot into your hand to create resistance through down the front part of that leg. Nice. Now switch. So if you've worked these legs lately, you probably feel the quad stretch. Okay, take your feet a little wider than hip width, just inside the edges of your mat. Come on down into a squat. Now we're warming up these quads. We're going to do 8 more of these. If you can improve your range from where you started, go for it. Squeeze that butt cheek when you come up. So on this last one, we're just going to hold it down there and see how that feels. But just hold. If you can drop your booty a little lower, do it. Keep your elbows off your legs. You want to be using your core strength here to keep your upper body slightly up. Just 5 more seconds. Okay, come on back up. Shake it out. Okay, we're going heavy today. We always go heavy with legs, right? So pick up your heavy weights. We're going to come back to these squats before we start the deadlifts. So shoulder your weights, palms face each other. Come on down and squat and back up. This is a fairly quick pace on the up and maybe a tad slower on the down. Switching things up, right? Last one. Okay, put the weights down, shake it out. Now we're going to start our deadlifts. So we're starting out holding 2 weights. 2 of your heaviest, of course. Palms are going to face the body, right? Proud chest, feet hip width. Keep the weights close to your legs as you come down. Booty pushes back and then come back up. You've got a little break in the knee, right? In both knees. Push your butt back. No weight in the front of the feet and all the way back up to the top. No need to pull those hips forward. That's not the look we're going for. Just saying. This is almost like a warm up to the deadlifts we're about to do. I will give you a break in between them with bicep curls. How fun is that? Oh my God, we're so glad we woke up today. We're feeling amazing, ready to kill this workout. Nothing like the power of strength in your body to start your day. 2 more of these. Should be nice and warmed up in the back of the body. Okay, I'm going to switch to a lighter weight for my bicep curls, but if you don't have to, just grab your bicep curl weights and let's start curling. So if you look at me from the side, not a lot of movement between my elbow and my shoulder. Proud chest. And you notice, if your weights are not heavy, sneak in more reps than I do. And maybe go a little slower, resisting when you lower. Nice loose grip, right? Very important. Now, if you feel like you're struggling to get that extra rep in, you can always go down a weight or not. Push through it as long as you got good form. Nice job. Keep those elbows close to the body. Don't let them pull forward. You have 4 more. If you need to alternate, just do 1 at a time. Last 2. Yes. Okay. We're coming back to deadlifts. Oh, you're gonna know a lot about deadlifts by the time we get done this. Okay, starting out with a kickstand. You're gonna work your left leg first. That's probably the weaker one of the two. So this foot, 20% max of your body weight. Butt pushes back, come on down and back up. Nice job. Keep reminding yourself not to put weight in that right foot because you know it wants to help you. You really want this left leg to get used to working all by itself. Just like when you're jogging or running, these are the muscles back of the leg that help you propel the body forward. So we need to get them strong. 4 more. And then we're going to do a little round of biceps before we switch to the other leg. 3. Remind yourself about that right foot. 2. And 1. Okay. You know, I keep telling you because I feel more of my weight going into that foot. It wants to help. It's a nice leg. It's just trying to be kind. Okay, here we go. Start curling it up. Nice. Try to keep the shoulders broad. This is all about posture, right? You see so many people doing these bicep curls and they're all rounded and they're swinging. They're not using their core. You want to keep a long, tall body. Nice. Okay, keep going. We have 3 more. That's it. Nice. Put them down. Time to work your strong leg. This is the right one. We're going to make it badass today. Okay, kickstand that left foot now. Come on down. The first couple, you might want to go really slow just to have an opportunity to think about, is my butt back? Is my tummy in? Am I working the biggest range that I can? So much to think about. You really want to make each one of these reps great. I mean, we only have 45 minutes. We got to get our whole body. So kill it now on these next 4. Very little weight in that left foot. We are going to progress these to some single leg where your toes are not down there. So this is just an intro to what is yet to come. Okay, last one. Okay, put them down. Back to your biceps. Let's go. Get your posture before you start. Nice. Remember to go a little slower on your descent. Keep your wrists neutral and your elbows close to the body. Most people swing the elbows forward when they curl. Please don't do that. That turns it into a different, not so good exercise. Okay, 4 more, make them great. Last 2. And 1. Okay. Put those babies down. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. We're coming back to single leg deadlifts. So we're going to add a balance challenge to this, which is why we're only going to hold 1 weight. Hold it with your right hand. We're working our left leg. Okay, so if you want to have your arm out to the side to help you balance, go ahead. But you're basically going to fold and hinge through your left hip. And as you do that, that right leg comes up in the back. Then you come back up. You notice I'm coming up nice and slow. If you don't need to put this foot down, when you come up, stay off of it if you can. And this exercise is all about your pace. We're not counting reps. We're not keeping my pace, or I'm not keeping your pace. Just do your best here and make each rep great. So that leg in the back should be extending nice and straight as it goes back up, parallel to the floor. That's as high as you want that leg to go. Your hips stay facing the floor, both of them, when you're in your hinge. Okay, we're getting close to being done. We're going to squeeze in a few more. I'm sure you're feeling this. That's what we want. We want to own it. Nice job. Okay, put it down. Shake out your grip. We have one last round of curls. Thank goodness, because I know these are going to be hard. Okay, shoulders, posture. Make them broad. Get tall. Oh, she's so pushy. Nice neutral wrist. Steady. Steady. Use muscle, not momentum. That's kind of that's the key. Now, if you feel your body weight drifting forward into your toes, pull it back. And if you're not using your glutes, start to use them. Nice job. 4 more. I'm going to switch to curls just to get through these last 4. You don't have to. 3, 2, and 1. Put it down. Okay, that big, heavy bad boy weight is going in your left hand this time, and we're working our right leg. So get your balance, focus. Come on down. Little bend in that right knee. Barely there. Hips are nice and square. This is one of my favorite exercises because I love anything to do with challenging my balance. One of the reasons is it's good for you. But the fun fact is you have to focus so much. You can't worry about your day ahead. You are in the moment. You and your body performing. Keep the weight towards the back of the standing foot. Don't pull forward because you want this to be a butt and hammy exercise, not a quad exercise. Slow and steady on the way up. A few more if you can. Whoops. Okay. You know when you start to fall apart, that leg is cooked. Okay, shoulders. We're going to do some shoulder work here. So palms face each other. We're going to switch it from here to in. We're going to start in. Okay, so make sure you don't do this. Okay, get your butt back, get your weight into the heels, get into a very strong stance. Press them up and down. We're going to add a little tiny squat to this in 4 more. Okay, so shoulder the weights. You're going to squat and press up. Nice job. So now as you're coming up, you're getting a little help to get these arms up. A little bit of momentum here. 3, 2, we're going to switch our grip. 1, right here, nice and wide, up and down. Whew. I got to go lighter. Oh my goodness. So keep it going. You have 4 more. If you want to have good looking arms, you got to have strong shoulders. It all starts there. Okay, put them down. Whew. Shake it out. We're going to do some lateral lunges. We're coming back to our big boy weights. So lateral, like we did in the beginning, part of our warm up. Start out with your feet wide. Weights here in front. Palms face in. Lunge right. Come back up and left. So we're coming all the way up to our starting point and then all the way back down. Keep your rear end going backwards. Nice. You have 4 more of these. Then we're going to add a slight variation. Just like we did in our warm up, we're just going to go side to side. So when you come up, now we're going to start our side to side. So left, right, right? Just have your weights touch the floor on the inside of the foot. Keep your spine long and your weight in the back of the feet. You have 6 more. Nice job. Okay. Whew, take a little break. We have sumos. Get your big boy weight for sumos. You're just going to hold 1. So we're going to have our toes slightly out in your normal sumo position. Hold your weight like this out in front. Butt back, up and down. So let's give ourselves a little pause at the bottom here, just for a sec before you come up. And during that little pause, you ask yourself, did I go as far as I want to? Or is there room to get a little lower? Don't know till you try. Because doing a little range like this, it's not going to change your body. You got to get depth with all of these exercises. Okay, 3 more, and we're going to start to row. Okay, put that big boy down. Grab 2 heavy weights that you can row with. So I'm going to have you hold your palms out, okay, facing out. Hinge down, tummy in, try to get those arms up. So the ribs are coming up above the hip bones. Elbows high, touch your ribs. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Come down slow. Lift and lower. Stay broad through the shoulders. Little bends in your legs, butt back. Nice job. I'm doing that little pause at the top again. Join me. Why not? Just ask yourself, am I getting them up high enough? Okay, hold them at the bottom of the move, 1 at a time. Alternate. Squeeze the shoulder blade. You got to really work for each one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Put the weights down. Whew. Okay, we're giving our grip a little bit of a break, our hands. If you have one of these, get it. If you don't, Sue, you can use your Pilates ring. We are going to work out. And if all you're doing, either, I mean, you always have the option to just use a pillow, but we're going to wrap the band around the bottom of our feet, just above our ankles. We're going to lie all the way down and take your legs out wide. Come in slowly. Back out. So if you're using your Pilates ring and not one of these bands, make sure you're working the biggest range, like really be deliberate in your movement. I'm going to do this for about 1 more minute. Hopefully that'll wear us out by then. Really control it. Make sure you're doing that little pause to say, am I out as far as I can go? Am I working the biggest range possible? Try to keep the rest of the body out of this movement, like your neck and your shoulders and your arms. Just relax them. Let's bring all the energy to where we're working. Make sure if you're with me on the band, you're bringing it in close enough that it's not tight anymore. So you're using muscle to reactivate on each repetition. Makes it harder. Okay. We're getting close to a pulse, guys. 4 more, and you're just going to make the range 1 inch out, 1 inch in. So take it out, just pulse. Now just hold. Now pulse. Now hold. Now pulse. Hold. Pulse. Hold. 5 more seconds. Just hold. Relax everything else. And release it. Okay, get rid of it. We're going to come up onto all 4s with a weight, and we're going to do some hamstring work again. Oh my goodness, our button hamstring is getting a workout today. So I think I'm going to try a 7 or 8 pound weight. You're going to put it right behind that right knee. Okay, tuck your toes under on the left, get your leg up, and then come all the way back down. So you're lifting and you're lowering. That's too light. Make sure you're picking a challenging weight and switch if you need to, right? Don't waste. And again, you want to come down in a very controlled fashion, and you want to avoid hyperextending. So very important here to pull the tummy in to protect that lower back. 4 more. Then we're just going to hold it up. Okay, hold it up. Give me that little pulse. Keep your neck nice and long so you're not dropping your face. Hold it, no pulse. Now add the lift, tiny. Now hold. Now lift. Now hold, just hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay. Same thing. Other side. You ready? Just switch. Breaks in the elbows. Keep your hips even. Try not to have your weight shift. So you're tucking the toes under on the right foot to be nice and stable. Don't cheat the range here, right? But most important, you got to be able to press that belly button up and into the spine. We got some tricep work coming up. Okay, hold this up. Give me that little pulse. Just hold. Now pulse. Hold. Now pulse. Hold last time. 5, 4, higher. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Come, get that weight off. Whew, come on back up to standing. Just going to grab a quick sip of water. We're going to do some overhead tricep extensions. So either 2 weights or 1 heavier one, whatever you got going on. Okay, so here, important to go to a fully extended arm at the top of the move. Keep the elbows in. Give me some good range so that weight touches the mid part of your back. And fully extending up. Nice. Keep your neck long, don't drop your chin. A lot of people look down at the floor. That's not good for you. Fire up your glutes if you forgot to bring them. Whenever you go overhead with your hands, you want to bring your glutes to the party. It's just a rule. Good for you. Okay, we're going to do 3 more here and then we're going to switch to kickbacks. Okay. Kickbacks, right? We're going to do 1 arm at a time. Start with your left. So you hinge down, go to a fully extended arm, and then come back. This is too heavy. So little pause when you extend out the arm, and then bring it back slow. Okay? Try to keep your left and right shoulders nice and broad. So you're not rounding, you're just hinging through your hips here. Okay, switch sides. You might notice one arm might be a little easier than the other. Still important to keep equal weights, right? You don't want to overload one more than the other. It's all about creating balance. Okay, switch again. Remember, you're just looking out. If you're in the middle of your mat, you're just looking towards the front of it so your neck stays neutral. Make sure you don't swing the weight. Okay, switch sides again. Get your elbow up before you start the extension. Switch. Elbow high. Switch again. This is your last one. Okay. think our triceps are talking to us a little bit by now, I hope. Okay, we're going to come back to those sumos because we didn't do very many of them. One last round of sumos. This is your last leg exercise. So get your heavy weight, get your feet in the right place. Make sure one's not ahead of the other. Come on down and back up. Do that little pause at the bottom and lift. Keep your face up. Nice. Squeeze your butt. Great job. So let's run through maybe 8 or 10 more. And if you can squeeze in a few more than me, go for it. I'm going to shoot for 3 more. Okay. Put that beast down. Come all the way down on your mat. Oh, grab that band again. One last round. Lying down, shoulders relaxed. Tuck your shoulder blades under so you're lying nice and flat on them and your chest is open. Take it out, bring it in slow. This is such a good exercise. Make sure you're bringing the feet close enough that that band loses all its tightness, right? Each one should feel like you're starting from scratch. Even if you're using the Pilates ring, you want to release the squeeze and then bring it back. So this is working the outside of those hips. You're going to do 6 more nice and slow, and then we're going to add that pulsing. Then we're moving on to core. Crunches coming up on deck. Okay, hold it out, start that pulse. Get them as wide as you can, or as tight in as you can. Hold it. Wider. Pulse it. Hold it. Embrace the shake. Pulse it. Hold it. Pulse it. Hold it. Pulse last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Oh my goodness. Okay, from here, easy transition. Legs are bent. Okay, hands behind your head, elbows back. Come up into a crunch, suck the belly down, and then lower the head. Lift up. When you watch people do crunches in a gym, they bulge out their tummy. It defeats the purpose. That's not the look we're going for, just saying. So it's nice and slow, right? Up and lift. Make sure your elbows are staying back, your chin is tucked down towards your chest, and then lower. And repeat, only because it feels so good. Keep the tummy down. You can exhale as you lift up. Inhale, going down. Just keep the belly down, even as you're bringing in your air. Your ribs are down too, right? Okay, relax. Just roll your head from side to side. We got dead bugs only because they're my favorite. Okay, you already had your legs in that position for a dead bug, right? Arms up, palms face each other. You're going to extend the right leg and left arm, fully extended, and then bring them back together. Lower the other side, left leg, right arm, and back in. We're going to start out at a fairly good pace, and then we're going to slow things way down. So out and in, out and in, keep that pace. Make sure you're fully extending the arm and leg all the way, right? We're not doing anything haphazardly here today. Fully extend, reach it, bring it back together. So your palms face each other, right? You've spread your fingers nice and wide. And when you take the arm back behind you, go till your thumb touches the floor. We have 3 more, and we're going to switch up the pace. Okay, here we go. Right leg, left arm, fully extended, and hold. Pull your belly down. And come back. And switch. Hold it. Come back. It's almost like 3 slow counts. Come back. Switch. Again. And last one. Oh my goodness. Whew. Bring those knees in. Those are hard. So we're going to release the hips and bring some nice mobility to them. Circle your knees independent of one another. Pick a direction. We're doing both. Okay, switch it. Change directions. So 2 things before we leave. We're going to do a child's pose to stretch out our lower back, and then we're going to do a pigeon stretch on both sides. So roll it up. Let's go right into our child's pose. Get nice and comfy and take big, huge breaths so you feel that lower back release. I've got my knees opened a little bit, but I'm on the tops of my feet. My forehead is on the floor and my arms are down. I'm just chilling as I take these big, huge breaths. You take as much air all the way down into your belly as you can. And you can even hold it for a second or 2, and then you release it hard. It's called belly breathing. It's a great way to relieve stress. You feel your belly expand now. When do I ever let you do that? Never. It's always about hollowing it out. Now you're going to fill the belly with air each time and feel it puff out. And then let it go hard. Do that a few more times, only because it's so powerful. Okay. Oh, that's so good. Okay, let's come up into a plank and get right into pigeon. So right foot behind the left hand, slowly start your descent. Kind of want to get into a nice, happy place here and just breathe. I feel like if you only have time for one stretch, this one's pretty high up there on my list. It's where you get the most benefit. I know I always have tight hips. Okay, come on up. Let's switch legs. Left hand, sorry, left foot behind that right hand. Come on down. Try to take the time. I know we're out of time, but try to just take 6 big breaths. And then Val, if you need to run, run. I get it. I know you got to get to work. This is so good for you. Okay, come on back up. You're going to walk your feet towards your hands. You're in your forward fold. Just hang out here for 1 second. Okay, hands above the knees. Bend your legs. Come all the way back up to standing. Nice and slow. And we are done. Woohoo! How are you? Let me turn my music off.
Who's there? It's just me.
It's you. Did we lose Val?
Yeah. Well, yeah. She probably head off to work. Yeah, like just like you said. That was good. Thank you. Oops.
You feel good?
I do. I do. Yeah, that was good. It was good. I have a Pilates ring, but I do have my elastics, so I was doing them.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if you did or not.
I did.
I mean,
and
they're
I
both
do.
good exercises. I like doing both, but I usually use the ball for inner thighs and I don't have it here. So
It's a shit to store.
it is.
If you don't have a
Our
garage.
apartment is way too small. I mean,
Forget
it's
it.
enough. I have the doggy stroller. So
Like,
I don't have any more